Hey there, how are you? I'm so excited. Welcome to another episode of the Teach You Easy podcast with yours truly, Catherine Storing. I'm so excited. Yes, I am snowed in today in Boston because we got snow. That's so clever, right? But today I did not want to end the day because I'm traveling this week, and a promise is a promise. And I decided, and I said earlier at the end of last year, that I will podcast every single week. And before I go on my trip, I will do that no matter what. So thank you so much for listening. I'm so excited because as we continue to ramp on the 10-step formula to teach you easy, I want to keep talking and answering your questions. And I got yet another question. So we're going to talk about that this week. How excited are you? So thank you so much for coming on. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast yet, I do not know what you're waiting for. We have brand new episodes every Thursday and every week. I'm so excited. We actually have been even earlier than Thursday. So subscribe whether you have an Android or an iOS device, and you can also listen and watch on the blog. So if you like to watch, which is why I'm recording with this device, so you can actually watch if you prefer and read the transcript as well. So the question that I received was, I am an author. Why should I have a companion course? And that is a question that I think many of you are going to have. And I decided to tackle it on today's episode. So let's get right into that. So you wrote a book, or you're writing a book, and you heard this thing about having a companion course. And a companion course is nothing more than having like a little mate, like a little friend that goes with your book. But you're thinking, but Catherine, I already wrote the book. Why do I have to go over the same thing again? And the thing is that not everybody learns the same way. Okay, I love video, which is why I love offering the podcast with the video option. But not everybody loves video. Some people like to traditionally listen to a podcast, which is why I have the traditional audio podcast. But some people like to read, so that's why on the blog I have the transcript of the blog of the podcast. The other thing is that there are so many things that you know that you're not even aware that you know. Okay, so many things. For example, I am taking a new class because I'm a learning junkie and I love learning. And she has all these lessons and all these videos, and they're amazing, they're great. And I just got a hot seat with her. And I asked some questions, and she went to a deeper level than what she already covered in the courses and the lessons. And that reminded me of people like you. Maybe you don't have a book, but you do have a program, and you have outlined everything perfectly. And you're like, okay, great. I did all the work. I can sit back. I can relax. Well, most people still want to learn from you. They'll want to have a hot seat. They'll want to have office hours. They'll like to talk to you on a phone call, a Q&A or something, right? But if you don't offer that, you're not going to learn from them and be able to create more income for you. I love multiple streams of income. I love that, because sometimes you'll sell one a lot and not the other. And then it's nice to have money coming from different pockets. It's my favorite to see money coming in from a course that I created a long time ago, or one of the books that I wrote a long time ago, or yesterday, who knows, right? So you need to help your audience learn. And the way that you do that is by having a companion course, by having something that they can digest, interact with you. Listen, I love authors. I love books. And when I really like an author, I want to know everything about them and I want to hang out with them. But that's not really possible, especially if they live in another state, another country. And the best way that I can interact with them is if they have a podcast, if they have a community, and if they have a course. You better believe teaching what they wrote, then I'm all there. I have talked before about what it was like to reading a book that one of my coaches suggested last year. And I loved the book, and I stopped reading it because it was so deep. It was so much. And I wish that somebody could hold my hand as I was reading it. And I don't just want anybody to hold my hand. I wanted the author to hold my hand. And I don't know why I haven't written to him yet, but I shouldn't say, do you have a course to teach this? Because it's so much, it's so rich, right? It is so rich. So your audience is waiting for you. They're waiting for you to actually have something that is going to help them, okay? Something that is going to help them to learn what you have created. They are. All right, awesome. So let's keep talking about why, answering the question that we received, why do I need a companion course? And then when do I need this, right? When do I need this? And the answer is you need this ASAP. ASAP. And I don't want you to think about it too much. I know that sounds really complicated and really nerve-wracking for a lot of people that are not familiar with creating a course. I know that I used to be really upset, and I would make so many mistakes because I didn't know what I was doing. So I definitely can help you with that. Which is why I actually wrote the book, The 10-Step Formula to Teach Your Easy, so you can create something that you can share with your audience. And I also have, if you haven't downloaded the actual steps that I use when I'm creating anything, I use this all the time. So I want you to be able to, let me just get a copy for you here. It's right here, and you can actually get your copy at teachereasy.com /roadmap. Okay. And of course, the link is also on the episode's description. So when do you need this? Well, if you already wrote the book, if you already have the system and people are consuming it, you need to do it ASAP. It's one of the things that I think should take priority, because it is imperative that you help your audience and also create another source of income. I don't know how many incomes you have. You cannot have too many sources of income. I can tell you that. So if you have a couple, I would say you can add one more. Keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated. People usually can tell you what they want, what they need from you. So it's as simple as asking them, what would you like to learn from me? I don't know if you get many emails, but I do. And once in a while, you can tell when people are about to launch something, because they ask you, they send you a survey and they say, hey, can you take a few minutes and answer this question for me? And the reason why they're asking you that most of the time is because they want to learn, they want to know what you want to learn. One thing that I learned the hard way is that you need to ask people what they want to learn. You might create the same thing, but you might take a different approach to the approach that you were going to take when you first started creating your course. So the question is that we got today is, why, as an author, do I need a companion course, and when should I do it? And the answer to that is you need one because the audience needs it. They learn in different ways and they want to get more from you, basically. Even if you did a really, really, really good job with your book, with your program, they still need more, okay? Because there's so much more that you know. It's amazing. I'm telling you, they need it. And when do you need to do this? You need to do this now. So take some time, take a weekend. I usually have my Saturdays are my learning days. So I learn something and I teach something. So I usually take those days to put things together. So if you don't know how to do that, then you definitely want to get yourself to the Teach Your Easy virtual retreat that's happening at the end of this month. You do not want to miss that, because we are going to be going really, really deep and actually creating a course in 3 days, which I'm so excited. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You do not want to miss that. In order to get more information about that, you want to go to teachereasy.com /virtual retreat. Okay. So I know that was a lot, but I wanted to get that in. I wanted to answer that question and really help you out, because I know that authors, because I'm an author and many of my students are authors and many of my friends are authors. And I know that many of them struggle with, how do I consistently sell more books? Well, I can tell you that because I've done this many, many times, and many of my friends do this. When we buy a book, we might not read it right away, but if there is a program that goes with it, then we'll read it. And let me tell you why. I did a program at the beginning of the year, and I already have the book, and I didn't read the book. I did a program from beginning to end. It was amazing. And then he said so many times, this is in the book, this is in the book, this is in the book. Then when I began to read the book, and I was like, oh my God, that's in the book. And the book is so good. Had I read the book before, I would have done much better in the program. And guess what? I've been telling everybody about the book. I've been telling everyone about the program. I have I have two friends that are reading the book now and are going through the program now. And I didn't make any money from that. I just knew that it was really good and it can help them. So that's one of the reasons why you want to have it. People go through it, and then they're going to tell other people about it. And then that is, yes, more sales, and that's more income for you. But more importantly, you are helping your audience. Does that make sense? Like, it's all about helping your audience and creating income for you. It's win-win for everybody is what I'm trying to say. Especially if you really like to teach, especially if you really like to help other people. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for watching. Send me your questions because I love to hear from you. You can do that via Twitter. You can go to @catstoring is Twitter, and Instagram is Catherine Storing. And if you go to Facebook, it's Catherine Storing. I'm going to have those links on the description as well, so you can find an easy way to send us your questions. You can also do it on the blog as well. And who knows, maybe one day I will address your question on the show. We also would love to hear your feedback on the show. So if you would love to leave us a review, that would be amazing. And that helps in many ways. It helps us creating the content, and also to know what you're liking about the podcast, what you would like to see, and it helps other people find the podcast, which is really, really important. So please take a few minutes. It won't take very long. I do that all the time for all my other podcasts because I'm obsessed with podcasts. And leave us a review, and we might read yours on the air too. So all kinds of things are happening. I'm so excited. Again, I have to go because I have laundry to do, and I have been writing pretty much all afternoon, and I need a break. So I'm done for the day. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so excited. Again, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our new episodes that come out every Thursday morning, and most of the time, because we have been early, thank you very much, before Thursday. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I'm excited. Remember that I love you. I'm rooting for you. And I will see you very super duper soon on social media and on the podcast. See you soon.